In this video, we are going to reveal some of the most famous magic tricks, which, when you see them, will leave you amazed because what you thought was magic is just an incredible trick in the magician's practice. So, let's get started with the video. Head drop trick. You've probably seen this magic trick before, where a magician's head suddenly detaches from his neck. If a child sees someone perform this, he might be horrified. But the truth is, this trick is both strange to watch and incredibly simple to perform. To do this trick, all you need is a regular jacket, a hanger, and 2 sticks. The hanger and sticks are attached inside the jacket in such a way that when you support it from below, the jacket appears to be hanging in the air without any shoulders. As you can see here, the magician's hand is supporting it from below, and when he bends down, the jacket remains in place, creating the illusion that the magician's head has detached and fallen. The Buried Alive Escape Act. Now, the magic trick you're about to see is quite dangerous because it involves burying the magician alive in a 10-foot deep grave. This magic was performed by magician Demian Aditya from Indonesia. In this trick, Demian is first chained and handcuffed. After that, he's buried in a 10-foot deep grave. And to complete the trick, he has 90 seconds to free himself from the chains and escape from the grave. About 60 seconds into it, while he's struggling to unlock the chains, the camera inside the grave cuts off, and everyone panics. In the meantime, Demian's wife is also present there, and she gets quite scared and starts crying, begging for Demian to be brought out. But when the 90 seconds are up, an assistant standing there, who was earlier responsible for putting dirt in the grave, takes off his cap, revealing that he's Demian. But how did he get out of the grave? Well, let me tell you the secret behind this magic. Firstly, Demian was indeed handcuffed, but the cuffs were not really locked, and he could easily release them with his hands. After getting out of the handcuffs, he had to remove the remaining chains, which he did after the camera cut off. But how did he get out of the grave? You see, that 10-foot deep hole is not just a hole. It's actually a tunnel cleverly concealed. One side of this tunnel is where Demian was buried, and the judges and audience are also on that side. In the middle, a wall made of concrete pipes has been constructed, creating a barrier that prevents anyone from seeing what's happening on the other side. This cleverly constructed wall and tunnel system allows the magician to create the illusion of being buried alive while safely escaping through the hidden tunnel. When the camera inside the grave goes off, and everyone starts to panic, Demian's wife plays a crucial role in diverting attention and adding to the drama. She begins to cry out for help loudly, drawing everyone's focus towards her and Demian's situation. This serves as a distraction, and at the same time, the assistants rush to help her. The audience and judges become preoccupied with the dramatic scene unfolding above ground, and their attention is no longer on what's happening inside the grave. Meanwhile, near the concrete pipes, Demian cleverly switches places with an assistant, and when everything appears to have settled down, and the focus of the audience and judges again shifts towards the grave, Demian dramatically removes his cap, creating a surprising and astonishing moment that leaves everyone amazed. Knife trick. In the previous trick, there was a lot of setup and planning involved, but for some magic, you don't need to go through all that trouble, yet it still amazes the audience. Here, you can see how the magician is seemingly cutting his wrists with a sharp knife. But there's not a scratch on his skin. But how did he do it? Well, the secret lies in the handle of the knife. Yes, there's a hidden compartment in the handle that allows a retractable blade to come out. The magician then spins it on his wrist, making it look like the knife has penetrated his hand. But that's not the case at all. This blade isn't sharp at all, but it gives the illusion of slicing through the skin. So, you see, magicians can easily fool us with seemingly dangerous tricks. Blade Swallow Act. Here's another incredible magic trick that you may have seen if you've watched a magic show. Please let me know in the comments if you've witnessed this magic live. In this trick, the magician first convinces everyone that the blade he is going to use for the magic is absolutely real. After that, the magician places the sharp blade in his mouth and eats it. Not only that, he takes out a few more blades from his pocket, eats them as well, and then drinks water on top of it, swallowing them all. Finally, to complete his magic, the magician starts pulling all those blades out of his mouth in a way that seems impossible. How can someone eat such sharp blades and then bring them back out? It seems impossible, right? So, let's find out the secret behind it. But even if you understand this trick, please do not attempt it at home as it can be quite dangerous. In reality, the first blade the magician showed and ate was indeed a real blade, but it wasn't as sharp as it appeared. When he cut the paper, the magician pulled the paper in such a way that it seemed like the blade easily sliced through it. Now, as it appeared to everyone that the magician had swallowed the blade, he actually concealed it under his left cheek. After that, when he pretended to eat the paper, he was simply convincing the audience that he had indeed swallowed the blade. Then, when the magician pulled out many blades and appeared to eat them, those were actually fake blades specifically designed for this magic trick. These blades are available online and are pre-threaded with a string that the magician easily hides with his fingers. The paper the magician appears to eat is not real paper, but is made of edible glucose, something that anyone can eat. Now, here's the amazing part. When the magician acts like he's drinking a liquid from a glass, he's actually pushing the real blade from his mouth into the glass. As you can see, the blade appears to be clearly visible in the glass. Now, the magician actually has the fake blades in his mouth, which are connected by a string. He pulls these fake blades out from his mouth to amaze the audience. Road roller over man. In this dangerous act, a magician lies down under a road roller and the road roller is driven over him. The magician screams in pain, but the astonishing part is that when the road roller is rolled back, the magician is completely unharmed. When the same road roller was rolled over glass shards earlier, the glass pieces were crushed. But how? Let's unveil the secret behind this illusion. I must clarify that the road roller is entirely genuine because you might still be thinking it could be made of sponge. In reality, beneath where the magician lies, there is a pit, and the entire trick revolves around this pit. The pit is slightly smaller than the road roller, allowing the roller to stay above it. Inside this pit, a sponge cushion is placed and covered. So, when the road roller goes over the magician, his entire body sinks into the sponge, ensuring that no harm befalls him. As soon as the road roller moves away, the magician emerges unharmed, and that's how the magician fooled everyone with this trick. But now you know the secrets behind this magic. We work hard to bring you videos like this, so please like the video and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell turned on to stay updated with our future videos.